Hello everybody, this is Dr. G.P. Sudhakar, Professor of Management from Hyderabad, India. My full name is Dr. Goparaj Purna Sudhakar. Right, see this time I came up with a strategic management tool useful for entrepreneurs or business organizations. Right, for example, you are an SME having $100 million as your revenue this year. So next year assume that you got $110 million as your revenue. Right, that means you have experienced 10% growth in annual revenues. See, as an entrepreneur, you will be thinking, right, which factor really contributed to my organizational revenue growth? Is it because of the sales growth, or is it because of the recent innovations you have made, new products and services you have developed, or is it because raw material cost has reduced? Or what is the main reason for my organizational revenue growth? This is the usual dilemma an entrepreneur or business organization gets. Right. See, for this purpose, I had developed a small tool. Right. It is a based on a management model. Right. For example, independent factors are factors contributing to the organizational revenue growth, and dependent variable is the organizational revenue growth, whether you experienced it or not in that specific financial year. Right. So factors contributing to organizational revenue growth, independent variables can be recent innovations, whether you made any innovation in that financial year or not. Next, sales has increased or not, or raw material cost has decreased or not. Like this, I have identified 10 factors. Right. And dependent variable is organizational revenue growth. Right. I found out a technique called correlation statistical technique. Right. Using this technique, you can identify which factor is really contributing to your organizational revenue growth. Right. A very simple technique, statistical technique. Right. See, for example, you are an organization, SME, like automobile component company like Motherson Sumi, or NZ batteries or Amar Raja batteries. You want to find out which factor is really contributing to your organizational revenue growth. Or you are an FMCG company like Hindustan Unilever or Procter and Gamble, or Johnson and Johnson. No, you have a product portfolio of 10 companies. Right. Out of this product, 10 products. Out of these 10 products, which product is really contributing to your organizational revenue growth? Right. So then another third point is, you are an conglomerate like Tata Group, right? Having 30 businesses, right? Or you are like a General Electric having 5 6 businesses. So out of your 30 businesses, which business is really contributing to my conglomerate annual revenue growth? To find out that, this technique can be used. It is very simple technique based on correlation, right? So the independent variables are the factors contributing to the organizational revenue growth, and dependent factor is the organizational revenue growth, whether you experienced it or not. Right. So by the end of this presentation, I will be showing you the slides. Right. By the end of this presentation, you will come to know. First input is what you get is the factor contributing to your organizational revenue growth, and second input what you get is the product really contributing to your organizational revenue growth. And the third input what you get, if you are a conglomerate, which business is really contributing to your conglomerate annual revenue growth. Right. So if you know this, ranking of these factors, you can mobilize your resources. Right. For example, you want to mobilize your resources, allocate resources to specific teams or departments, or you want to plan your reward and recognition system inside an organization, or the strengths which is really giving me consistent performance inside my organization in line with the organizational revenue growth. That means this factors growth is resulting into my organizational revenue growth every year. So you will come to know using this simple technique, correlation. Right. So let's move on and learn this. So let us start with the first point, that is the factor contributing to the year-on-year organizational revenue growth. Right, this is the model I developed. I could identify 10 factors which are impacting the organizational revenue growth, right? All these 10 factors will become the independent variables, right? And what is the dependent variable? It is the organizational revenue growth. Year on year organizational revenue growth is the dependent variable, which is in the last column. Just see, right? So to know among all these factors which factor is really contributing to your organizational revenue growth, right? To know that, we have to do correlation. We have to do the correlation. See, this is the example I have given. For all these 10 items, 10 factors, collect the data of the recent 5 years or 7 years or 10 years, right? Because I assume 10 years and put the data and randomly. That is, among all these 10 factors, if you have experienced growth in specific year, you mark it as 1. Or if you have not experienced growth, then mark it as 0. Similarly, for the organizational revenue growth also, if you have experienced revenue growth in that specific year, mark it as 1. Otherwise, mark it as 0. Right. So, see the factors I have considered. Right. First one is recent innovations. That means in that specific year, whether you have made any new products and services. Right. So, what is the next one? Recent investments. In that specific financial year, did you make any capital investments or project investments? Right. So, next factor is employee productivity. In that specific year, whether you have experienced employee productivity growth or not. Right. That is the another factor. Next one did automation. Right. That means if you have implemented any IT projects, right. If you made any IT investments, uh, IT implementations if you have made, then marked as 1, otherwise 0, right? Similarly, did you experience growth in sales, right? In that specific financial year, whether if you have experienced growth in sales, marked as 1, otherwise 0. So next item is growth in number of customers, right? In that specific financial year, if you have experienced, the number of customers has increased to compare with the previous year, then marked as 1. Right. Next, competition among vendors. Okay. Next one is raw material cost reduced. These factors also, if you have experience in that specific year, marked as 1, otherwise 0. Right. Product demand increase. In that financial year, whether product demand has increased or decreased, it as 1. Right. Next one is economic growth. See, economic growth, you consider the national GDP growth rate. Right. If you have experienced national GDP growth in that specific year, mark it as 1, otherwise 0. Right. So this next last item is the, based on the organizational balance sheet, you can fill this data last column. That is the organizational revenue growth. Right. In that specific financial year, if you have experienced organizational revenue growth, mark it as 1, otherwise 0. Right. So, these are the 10 independent variables, and one is the dependent variable, which is on the extreme right corner, right? Uh, and see, if you have, for example, yours is a very established organization, then you can have a matrix, right? You can have 10 years data. Otherwise, your organization age is smaller. Then you take 5 years data or 7 years data. Otherwise, if you are a startup, right, hardly 2 3 years you are in business, then you take quarterly wise data. Then you take quarterly wise. You can consider first 10 quarters data, right? And for the same factors you consider, but the data you take quarter by quarter, right? So like that you can follow. So let's move on and see the correlation. See, based on correlation coefficient value, you can tell that this specific factor is maximum contributing to the organizational revenue growth, right? So I have used Microsoft Excel data analysis tool. Using data analysis tool, I found out the correlation value. These are the random data items I have entered, right? Now let us move on and see what is the correlation value. See, factor contributing to organization revenue growth correlation values.
Right. So this matrix, last row, you see that is organizational revenue growth. This is the dependent variable, right? See, I have marked as bold font. That is, see how many four data points I have marked as results, correlation coefficient values, right? As bold. That means these four items have experienced positive correlation coefficient values, indicating that there is a relationship between these factors and the organizational revenue growth. Organizational revenue growth year on year. For example, see the factors, recent investments, employee productivity and increase in sales. These three factors have got more than 0.5 correlation coefficient value, more than 0.5 correlation coefficient value, indicating that they have strong relationship with the organizational revenue growth. That means the increase in recent investments, increase in employee productivity, increase in sales, contributing to the increase in organizational revenue growth, right? Similarly, another factor also which has shown positive correlation is the did automation. No, IT implementations also, they are also contributing to the organizational revenue growth. Right. So based on correlation coefficient value, you can also rank order these items which have shown positive correlation. Right. For example, take one factor that is increase in sales. We can mark it as rank one. Why? Because in the inter item correlations also, if there are maximum number of positive correlations in the inter item correlations in that specific order, right, in that specific factor, then in case of equal correlation values, you mark it as, you give the most important rank for that. If inter item correlation values, more number of positives are there, so like that you can rank order the factors which have come positive correlation coefficient values, right? So these factors are increasing these factors is resulting into the increase in organizational revenue growth, right? See why we are doing this exercise. If you know which factors are really contributing to your organizational revenue growth, you can do resource mobilization. You can allocate resources to that specific department, or you can plan your reward and recognition system in the organization. Or you will come to know, whether you are making the right investments or not in that specific area or not, right? These kind of decisions you can take, right? For example, organizations like any automobile component company or any exit batteries, or Mothers and Sumi, these kind of organizations also can use this kind of tool and find out which factor is really contributing to their organizational revenue growth year on year, right? Now let's move on and see, we will propagate it to the product wise, right? Let's move on. See, for example, you are a company like HUL, Hindustan Unilever, or Procter and Gamble, or Johnson and Johnson. These kind of companies, they are retail, or FMCG companies. They do financial accounting based on product wise, usually, right? They have a product portfolio. For example, 10 products are there in their product portfolio. They wanted to know which product is really contributing to their organizational revenue growth over a period of time, right? Then do this exercise, right? Similarly, what is that we have done, 10 independent variables, product 1 to product 10, and 11th column is a different variable, that is organizational revenue growth, right? I have taken data, for 10 years, right? Recent 10 years, whether we experienced growth in that specific product annual revenue or not, right? Annual sales, if we have experienced growth, mark it as 1, otherwise 0, right? So like this, at the end of this exercise, what we got a matrix of 10 by 11 matrix, right? So so then similarly apply the correlation technique on this also, right? Now let's move on and see the results. See, this is the product contributing to organizational revenue growth. See, last row, it is organizational revenue growth. See, if you can see, there is a correlation coefficient value 0.375 for the product 3. That means product 3 is relatively having stronger correlation with the organizational revenue growth. How many items have got positive correlation? I have marked as bold. See, 4 items have got positive correlation. That means product 3, product 5, product 6, product 8. These are really contributing to the organizational annual revenue growth. It is a positive correlation they have. That means increase in these product sales or product revenues is contributing to the increase in organizational revenue growth year on year. Year on year. Right. If your business you are doing product by product, then this is very much suitable to you. Right. Now let's move on. We will propagate the same technique to the conglomerate. See, for example, you are an organization like a Tata Group, you have, for example, Tata Group, they have more than $110 billion annual revenue, and they have around 30 business organizations in their conglomerate, right? Similarly, General Electric. General Electric as a conglomerate, they have more than $120 billion annual revenues, and they have five, six businesses like, GE Medical Systems, GE Aviation, GE Power, GE Renewable Energy. Like this, they have different businesses in their conglomerate, right? So, for example, your organization like Tata Group, you want to think about, which business is really contributing to my conglomerate revenue growth, right? So then you apply this technique. What is that? For all the 10 businesses, right? Last take 10 years financial data. Take 10 years financial, and you can take data. If you take quarter by quarter, you get more reliable data. So many data points will increase, right? If you are an established organization, take as much data as possible. Quarter by quarter data, if you take, data will be more reliable. You get more data points, right? Sample will be more, right? So see this here also you mark it. If you have experienced growth in specific business, market as 1 in that specific financial year, or otherwise 0. So similarly, the different variable is conglomerate revenue growth. Overall group revenues you have experienced growth or not, right? So apply the same technique, correlation technique, and see the result, right? So what is the result we have got? See the last row. This is the correlation result. Last row, what did you get? Conglomerate revenue growth. Conglomerate revenue growth. For example, business number 3 and business number 8. They have got more correlation, relatively more correlation coefficient value, positive correlation to compare with the other items. That means business 3 and business 8 are contributing. Increase in these two businesses is resulting into the increase in annual revenues of the conglomerate, right? Relatively stronger correlation they have. See total how many businesses we have got positive correlation? Business 1, business 3, business 5, business 6, and business 8, right? These are contributing to the conglomerate revenue growth, right? Every year, right? Increase in these businesses is resulting into increase in the conglomerate revenue growth, right? So based on the correlation coefficient value, you can also rank order. Means that the correlation coefficient value indicates the intensity of the relationship, the strength of the relationship, right? So this is the tool. What did we come to know with this exercise? We came to know which factor is really contributing to the year on year organizational revenue growth. Similarly, which product is really contributing to the year on year organizational revenue growth. Similarly, if I am a conglomerate, right, which business is really contributing to the year on year organizational revenue growth, right? So let's move on.